what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about my NECA Aliens 30th Anniversary Rescuing Newt Deluxe Action 2-pack set. As you can see, this is the box for it. So this isn't like a ultimate figure or anything like that, but it is like a 2-pack, and it's celebrating, well, it was celebrating the 30th anniversary of Aliens, which is the second film in the original Alien film series, which I have right here, you know. And actually, Aliens is actually my second favorite in the Alien series, you know, right after Ridley Scott's Alien. And of course, you know, James Cameron actually had directed this particular one, you know. So yeah, this actually contains both the Ripley figure, you know, Ellen Ripley played by Sigourney Weaver, and also Newt too as well, that little girl. So as you can see, this is like the box art for it. And it has like an image of like Ripley on the front with Newt, like from a scene from almost like the spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, from almost like the end of the film. You see like the eggs and stuff around her. It says Aliens on the side, Rescuing a Newt Deluxe set. It also has Aliens 30th Anniversary at the top too as well, which you can see. It has that on both sides, and of course like NECA. And on the back you actually see like the figure itself, like the various like I guess you could say it don't really have too many accessories, but the items that it does come with, you know, as you can see. And of course when you open it up, now it looks like an ultimate edition, like an ultimate version of this particular figure, but it doesn't really say that, you know. You can see Ripley inside with Newt, you know, right there. And of course like an image from like, you know, with the figure like that you can do with it, and it has like the Queen Alien up here at the top too as well. I think that's cool. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about this. Now I knew about this figure, but I just wasn't really like in a rush to get it, you know. See, I'm going to talk about this now. On the back it has a description saying, barely waking, making it back to Earth after her first alien encounter, Ripley discovers that a colony was established on LV-426. In the 57 years she floated in space in cryogenic sleep. When the settlement goes silent, Ripley reluctantly accompanies a group of colonial Marines on a search and rescue mission, hoping for the best, but a familiar deadly menace awaits her. They find only one survivor, a plucky little girl nicknamed Newt. As the Marines are picked off one by one, Ripley arms herself and vows to protect Newt at all costs, even if it means facing the aliens alone again. And it also says includes Ripley and Newt action figures, Ripley's flamethrower pulse-fire accessory with attachable fire effect. So yeah, I'm just going to open this on up and get into. I like the outline too of like the actual like the packaging too, right there, as you can see. It has the eggs on it and stuff. Now another thing too, this is actually like my second figure that I have ordered from like Big Bad Toy Store. After I got the T-1000, which I thought was a superb figure, I just decided I could order another one, you know. Plus it was kind of cheaper than it was like on other websites I go to. Now I've been kind of wondering all these like bootleg figures, you know, because like my T-1000 figure, I didn't notice it, you know, and I know this is like another topic, you know. The actual gun pistol that he comes with had like a different color to it. So I was wondering, you know, was it like a bootleg figure, you know, and it looked just so like official, you know. So I'm gonna see though. So yeah, I've been kind of like worried, you know, that this might even be, you know, because I got that from Big Bad Toy Store, you know, even this one too, so you know, I'm finna see. So as you can see, it's the background that comes with it, which has like the eggs and stuff. So I probably use this a lot with like photography and stuff, you know. Okay, as you can see, there's the Ripley and Newt figure, you know. And they actually come like together like this too as well, you know. I put them on my stand that I have here, but as you can see, this is the two figures. So I think this is kind of cool that you can get like two figures together, you know. So what I do is like take them apart and like touch on them, because they actually had them together like this, even with like a rifle too as well, you know, from the climactic scene. What I do now is actually take these two apart, and they actually kind of got them like taped together, look like it too. So I'm like actually have to take them apart, then I just touch on like the actual Ripley figure first itself. See, Ripley has about 7 inches. Okay, so as you can see, this here is the Ellen Ripley figure, and this is based on kind of like the ending sequence of the film, because I know they have different versions of this figure, what NECA does, you know. So as you can see, there's like a close-up of her face, and it does look like Sigourney Weaver, you know. Uh, I guess it probably could have been like better, you know, but when you look at her from a distance, ooh, yeah, that does look like her, you know. I know she gave them the rights too to actually do her likeness, you know. I like how her hair looks like kind of like wet and stuff. I guess from her being sweaty and dealing with having to battle like the xenomorphs and stuff with the aliens. But I know a lot of people been complaining, well not a lot of people, but I've heard other people say something about like her mouth, how you can see the teeth in it, or even on mine you can kind of see it to a certain extent, you know. The teeth is like painted on her lip, but it doesn't really stand out too bad. I think it's kind of okay. I like how her clothes look like dirty and stuff. You see like the bullets on her and stuff. Even this right here, now this, you would think that it can be like taken off, you know, like this right here. Because it's just so loose, you know, you can like raise it up and stuff. And I bet you probably could have really messed with it, you know. The detailing in her like uniform is awesome, like her pants, you know, and so on. Like how they got the dirty stains on them and stuff. It looks like they're really like worn out, even like the wrinkles and stuff. I think they did a good job on that, like NECA, you know. The shoes are very awesome looking too. They're like dirty and stuff, you know. I like how these look. I noticed like the holes on her feet are actually in the front, where like most of the figures, with a lot of the figures I have, the holes are right here. If you want to put them on a stand, they're usually like around like the ankle area, whereas right here they're on like the actual front where the toes at. So I do notice that, you know. I like how you see her watch on her arm too. I think that's kind of a nice little cool touch. Even her shirt looks like sweaty too as well, you know, it looks like it's wet and sweaty and stuff, you know. I think that's awesome. Now the articulation, she bends and stuff as you can see, like I'm gonna touch on that right now. You can raise her arms up. You can like bend them out like this, her arms can be bended, you know. Now I noticed this one has like tight articulation, so I might have to use like a blow dry on this, you know, to really get it, because I know like this arm right here is actually kind of like stuck out like that, you know. So I don't want to bother too much, you know, in fear of breaking it. Here her legs, you can lift them up like that, you know. She can do a split like that, you know. The hands could be like turned. You can like turn them like that and stuff. Even like her head. Now her head, it has like kind of limited like articulation. It turns though, but I know she can't really turn it up, you know. You can turn it like from left to right kind of, and even down somewhat, but not too much, you know. Her feet can be turned, as you can see, you can turn. They don't really have like no that tilt thing in there, you know. It just twists and stuff. You can turn them. And I think only one knee can be bent, if I'm not mistaken, from one of these videos I saw. Actually, her left leg, they actually like kind of bent. I had to actually loosen this too with a hair dryer, you know. I think the other one too, but I just did that one just to give an example, you know. But I do notice that the figure itself is actually kind of real stiff, you know. They actually have to kind of like bother it. Now the other figure which makes this pack so cool is the actual name of the figure too, or the title of this particular version, which is known as Rescuing Newt. And of course, as you can see, this is Newt right here. who's sadly, spoiler alert, was actually killed in part 3, you know, at the opening of the movie. So yeah, and I'm hearing they might actually, but I think they canceled it, you know. They might do a follow-up, another Alien film which takes place after James Cameron's Alien. It's like it'll make it seem like Alien 3 and Resurrection didn't happen at all. So only the Ridley Scott Alien film and James Cameron Aliens happen, you know. So it could be possible that Newt could return. She didn't die, you know. Now she does have this around her arms, which had her attached to the alien fibula. So what I'm gonna do is just take this off, cause they had that in there, you know. It was also had this plastic sheet around them too, but I'll touch on that. So as you can see, here's a Newt. She even stands too, and it's awesome that NECA gave this articulation. So as you can see, she stands too, you know. And it's like Newt is about 5, almost 6. Another thing I know is she doesn't have any like holes on her foot, so you couldn't put her on the stand. You know, you just had to stand up if you could. You could turn her head. I'm glad that they actually gave her like articulation too, and she does look like the girl too, Newt. Like the way his hair is all raggedy and like and stuff, you know, like wet and stuff. Even like the overalls, how they have like the one strap hanging too. They're all dirty and stuff. I think that's kind of a cool touch. There's also like another version of this figure too that I think they said was at the San Diego Comic Con, if I'm not mistaken, which had accessories that she actually had in the film, like a helmet and I think like a light or something like that. But I like how her knees where her have like the cuts in them and stuff, and the pants. I think that's cool. How the jeans are open at the bottom, like the shoes she has on. She has articulation too in her knees. Now her articulation is actually better than Ripley's. It bends real easy, you know, and didn't have to like force it. Her waist bends too, as you can see. Even her arms can be like bent. So she has like articulation, you know, you can move her. The hands can be turned too. Now I think this is cool that NECA gave us. So you have like two figures basically, so it's cool they kind of included her with Ripley, you know. His arms can be raised like this too as well, you know. Now what I'm gonna try now is see if I actually can put her back around Sigourney Weaver's like waist, the way the figure actually came. So I'm gonna see if I can just hook this back around her if I can. And I know it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. But yeah, as you can see, you can kind of do that. Hook her back on her. That's cool. That's awesome that they gave us like these two together too as well, you know. I think that's kind of cool. Now, what I'm talking about now is the actual accessories that this figure comes with, you know. You have this right here, which is the, I think the pulse rifle, which has the flamethrower attached to it as well. I've always been a fan of like the actual pulse rifles from like the Alien films, you know. I always thought those were awesome. I remember always being like a fan of those. Now it also has a strap on it where you can like put it around Ripley's waist, you know, or her shoulder. Now one of the things cool about it, you can actually get other versions of this Ripley figure from NECA, which has her with like different weapons and stuff. Now whereas this two has like the it has like the flamethrower and the pulse rifle attached together, and you can't remove them, which kind of makes sense because she did wrap these up together in the movie. You know, when she went to actually rescue Newt, she did have them like stuck together, so it kind of makes sense that NECA wouldn't actually take these apart. You know, you couldn't take them apart basically. Just already have them attached, especially if you have the other versions of the Ripley figure. You know, I like how you said the green and the gun, like the wear and tear, like the dents and scratches. I think that's kind of awesome. Even the flamethrower itself too, you know. Now the flamethrower also has like a flame effect too as well, which is another cool like little accessory to have with this figure, you know. So as you can see here, it is right here that you can attach to the actual flamethrower to actually make it look like she's blowing a flame out the blaster. And when you look closer, you can actually see where these will attach. Like this end right here, as you can see, this part of the flamethrower will I think will hook in. I don't know how easy it will go. I'm gonna try to see. So as you can see, there's the flamethrower. That's cool. So I guess if you put like the right lighting on it, you know, you can have like it's like a flame, you know. And that's an awesome accessory to have. It's cool they gave us a flame to have with this figure too, though. I think that's awesome. So as you can see, I got the pulse rifle flamethrower in Ripley's hand with the strap around her shoulder. That is so awesome too. I think that's so cool, you know. Now, like I say, the articulation in the Ripley figure was kind of stiff. So if you want, you can kind of use this on it, you know, like a blow dryer to actually loosen it up, you know. I just recommend it, you know. Now, the last accessory, I'm going to keep the flamethrower effect right here too, is this actual like doll head. And of course, this is for Newt. As you can see, and they had it inside this plastic too, which is kind of cool, you know, because I'm sure I will even probably, well, I don't really lose my stuff, but I can see losing this, you know. So I'm going to open this up and take it out. See, there's the the doll head. Looks exactly like it did, like on the movie too. I think that's kind of cool. You could probably put this in a new hand, but I'm just gonna leave it like this, you know, being that it's so small. I probably never have really had that one out, you know, so I just leave it here. And here's this right here is like another Ripley figure that I have based on her appearance in Alien 3. So these are the two Ripley figures that I have, you know. This one she had her hair cut, you know, from Part 3, you know. Then of course this is the one from Aliens, you know. Just showing like a size comparison. They're both like the same in height, you know. Okay, that's me talking about my NECA Aliens 30th Anniversary Rescuing Newt Deluxe Action Figure 2-pack. Now, of course, this is based on the second film in the Alien franchise, which I have right here with the first 4 Alien films I have right here, you know. But I would definitely recommend picking this figure up, you know. Now, I don't think it's really a ultimate like version of the figure. It is, I guess you could say, if you go by like the box itself, you know, and so on, even like the articulation in both Ripley and Newt, like their figures, I would definitely, you know, say that it was like ultimate, you know, even though NECA doesn't really say it, you know. I would definitely recommend picking this figure up, you know, and this is like one of my favorite like films of all time. Actually, this is my second favorite film in the Alien series, you know, right after Ridley Scott's Alien, you know. Aliens is actually my second favorite one, you know. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this figure up, you know, especially if you're like a Aliens fan, you know, or so on. You know, I would definitely recommend, you know, picking this one up, especially like then that you get both figures. Now I know like the Newt version, like you can actually get Newt separately, but it was only at the I think the Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, the SDCC, I think, if I'm not mistaken, where she actually came with her own accessories, like a helmet, I think, and like a light or something like that. And I think the doll head, whereas this version of Newt only comes with the actual doll head, you know. So that's still okay, you know. But it's kind of cool that NECA gives you both of these figures, you know, because it makes sense to have both of them together, you know. Like, there's no question that they should have done a set where they have both Ripley and Newt together, you know. But yeah, that's me talking about the aliens from NECA. Well, the NECA Aliens 30th Anniversary Rescuing Newt Deluxe Action Figure 2-pack. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. Dun 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 dun. Get away from her, you.